Hello everyone. I've been to Bottle Hollow many times. I have seen two events that I continue to question and look for answers. It's led me to wonder if this body of water is somehow connected to what many know as the Skinwalker Ranch phenomena. So let's discuss this location in greater detail. So the location is on Fort Duchesne, which is a Ute reservation. The reservoir was created in 1970. The reservoir is 3.14 miles north of Skinwalker Ranch. It is approximately 1.25 miles in length. On the left side is Bottle Hollow Canyon on the 19th of August 1953, before being filled with water and turned into a reservoir. Again, the left photo, it was taken by the U.S. Army and can be found on the UGS Aerial Imagery Passover website with the metadata available. I was interested in finding out what was in the canyon being covered up with water. Look where I have the blue arrows pointing. It looks like a large clearing capable of acting as a runway. The clearing had nothing to do with agriculture. I confirmed that no agriculture ever took place within the canyon. It had become a dump location for those in the 19th century. It got its name from all the glass liquor bottles being discarded into the canyon. This is an additional area below the old Bottle Hollow Resort, laid out in a unique design. It's a picnic area and old boat launch. Interesting to note at this time is a large amount of UFO sightings that have taken place at the Bottle Hollow Reservoir. Many UFOs have been seen around the water, coming in and out of the water, or the one that I'm most interested in was entering a circular portal directly above the water. Multiple times different witnesses have seen UFOs that were flashing with these red and blue lights, many times mistaken for police with their lights on. One specific sighting of this by a social worker and his patient client was before dawn on the 12th of February 2012. They saw that exact type of UFO followed by a huge flash of light that lit up the sky as if it were daytime outside. Then the UFO moved south in the direction of Skinwalker Ranch. Look at it on the vicinity map for the state of Utah, Ute Nation. You really need to stop and look at that old picnic site from above. It matches all types of ancient symbols from around the world. Also looks like geoglyphs or crop circles. I found out through Red Plains Professional Incorporated that they assisted in redoing all the roads in and around the reservoir and on the reservation. RPP stated that they assisted the tribe through all the aspects of the federally funded project, including fund allocation, programming, contract management, full NEPA compliance, through to the project closeout. The project took approximately 3 years to fund and complete. But the Utes would not allow for these roads and area to be touched. The roads of the picnic area were off limits. This is what the roads that make up the interesting geoglyphs from above look like at ground level. Now on the 12th of July 2006, the USDA Farm Service Agency conducted an aerial passover of Bottle Hollow. Look what they captured. At first it kind of looks like a vortex. The default spectral resolution was red, green, and blue. There was no more than 10% cloud cover per quarter quad tile, and sunlight glare was equal across the upper half of the reservoir. USDA Farm Service Agency confirmed imagery was inspected for horizontal accuracy and tonal quality. They confirmed to me using a .SID format for this tile. Now I asked a geologist I know, Dr. Bruce Cornett, about an event like this occurring. And if you know who Dr. Cornett was, he was the geologist for Robert Bigelow during the NIDS time period. I showed Dr. Cornett the photo, and this is what he stated. He said, if that feature of concentric rings is not a single event, such as being caused by a huge rock dropped into the lake or a subaqueous explosion, then there must be some sort of energy resonance coming up from the bottom as a repeating energy pulse. If a sub-bottom hole or cave releases gas from something generating that gas in the cave, then it might build and suddenly erupt, causing a repeating pulse of ripples at the surface. End quote. You know what's also interesting about the anomaly? The focal point of the energy is right about where that runway was located. Also notice the epicenter is where the airstrip was in the photos I showed you prior to the canyon being dammed. Now I've notified the Skinwalker Ranch team of this all the way back in 2020. One paranormal event or events that need to be discussed is that a large dark water serpent has been seen in the lake and has potentially drowned 3 victims. 2 tribal officers over the course of the last 30 years have told stories to investigators of NIDS or bass that a mystery serpent was the unofficial cause of multiple drownings. So before you say BS, give me a minute to explain why this is important. In my other videos and during my live presentations, I go into great detail discussing Lake Uinta that existed here over 50 million years ago. It was massive. Large serpents existed in the area that were known to reach upwards of 30 feet. Now we know from 2 guards on Skinwalker Ranch during the bass years that a dire wolf popped up out of the water at a ravine on the Triangle area. This has been confirmed by Chris Bartell. What does this possibly tell us? We have a space-time anomaly, most likely due to a magnetic field disturbance interacting with another energy source. Another time, here being the past, interacts with the space in the present. Both those here currently and creatures in the past partially can interact with one another for a short period of time, before the collapse of the field and the ancient creatures that are truly located in the area but have somehow crossed time, returned to when they existed. Hey everyone, this is part of what OSAP was examining. Why can this not be happening at Bottle Hollow Reservoir? Those large serpents could have existed in the ancient lake. One other possibility is that at the bottom of Bottle Hollow Reservoir, a sinkhole has opened up and is now connected to the underground cavern system that's inundated with water. We've personally been underground and seen these large sumps, meaning lakes, existing below in the basin in the mountain area. What if creatures of this size exist in an underground ecosystem and now have the ability to come up out of the sinkhole and enter the reservoir? Mind you, the lake was drained once in the late 1980s. It has not been drained since then. These are 2 different ideas to ponder. Like I said, they're possible explanations only. Please take the time to go back and look at my other videos about Skinwalker Ranch. They help connect the dots on what is going on at, below, and above the Uinta Basin, especially at Skinwalker Ranch, the Triangle, and Bottle Hollow Reservoir. It's all connected. The energy found here is key. It's transient. It's underground. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can continue to bring you more information on my research and boots on the ground investigation. Until next time, take care.